I'm back for Dust.s's ongoing coverage of the Blast TV Austin Major Stage 2 Media Day. I'm here with NiKo of Falcons ahead of their first matches tomorrow. So to start, you're heading here right off of Dallas, where you had a fantastic finals versus Vitality that you unfortunately lost once again. The rivalries kind of continued in their favor. How are you feeling about the team coming into this major?
Yeah, as you said, we came after Dallas losing to Vitality in a close fashion again, I would say. Yeah, we did a boot camp after Dallas for I think around 10 days. So we tried to implement some new things, try to expand our map pool a little bit, and just make sure that we have kind of more tools once we go up against teams like Vitality and Mnmzzz and so on. So yeah, we are coming in more prepared this time, but obviously it's a major. It's different event, a different vibe. So we are excited for this one. I would say we have done everything we could in order to be as prepared as possible for this one. So yeah.
I believe you were doing your boot camp at the Vegas Falcons, the CDL franchise's boot camp location. And I wanted to ask, what influenced your decision to stay in North American boot camp there rather than perhaps going back to Europe, as most other European teams did after Dallas?
Yeah, I mean, first thing, the reason why we stayed here is because we only kind of had 10 days between the events. So if we were in stage 3, we would have gone back to Europe and do a boot camp there. But since we were in stage 2, we didn't want to kind of waste 2 days of traveling, and then you kind of have to take a day off after the travel to also rest. So we would waste a couple of days of practice. So we decided to stay in America. We also just ask around, some other teams if they're staying, how the practice is gonna be. So once we kind of got the confirmation that we will be able actually to practice against most of the teams that are gonna be playing the stage 1, for example, and also some European teams stayed, FaZe and Mongols were here as well. So we just made the decision to not kind of waste our practice days. So we just want to stay here since Falcons also has facility here, so it made our life easier. And yeah.
You mentioned the fact that Falcons are starting in stage 2. With I think the power of hindsight, Falcons would definitely be a stage 3 team with the VRS is more recent. Is that frustrating for you that the current major setup gave you guys such the invites were already put through before you really started hitting your stride as a team, and you have to kind of face these dangerous best of ones in stage 1? Stage 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not optimal, I would say, how everything is being done. Like, if you look at even Dallas, for example, we had to qualify for that event back in February or something like that. So I feel like sending the invites out so early is definitely not something that we would have liked to have. I think it should be closer to the event. I think it would just make it more balanced in a way. But it is what it is. We kind of made our own bed. If that makes sense. We failed a couple of events before the invites for the stage 2 went out, such as Pro League and Blast Lisbon, for example. We didn't manage to win any of the important games that could have secured us the spot, so that's on us. But I still feel like I think the invites should be sent out a bit closer to the event, so that you actually take a bit more kind of based on a form of a team, I would say, because a lot can happen within 2 or 3 months how the team is playing. But yeah, the stage 2 can be a tricky part of the major. It's different teams that you play against, a lot of underdogs, I would say, as well. A lot of pressure on the top teams such as us and FaZe, for example, to pull through, which obviously it's on us to deal with. But this is also one reason why we just made sure that we had to do boot camp before the major as well, just so we are as ready as possible. We have a couple of new things ready for these teams as well, so we'll see how it goes.
A few days ago, you mentioned on a stream that someone asked you who you think the best rifler in the world, the best rifler in the world is right now, and you surprisingly said, Donk rather than yourself. I wonder if you could sort of articulate your thoughts about why he might be a bit ahead of you right now.
I mean, I think that's pretty easy to say why he's better. He's just on another level when it comes to rifling right now. The impact that he has on the server is just it's unmatched to any other rifle right now, I would say. He's just straight up winning the games by himself most of the time when on this roster in spirit. So he's just really good, and he just found a good way on how to keep his consistency, I would say, throughout all the maps and the games that he's playing. He just seems like he's playing very similar on every map, and he's just at his prime right now, I would say, and it's kind of hard to compare any other rifler to him right now.
Final question for you. You've been in your fair share of major finals, but I think probably maybe the one that's most culturally significant for us North Americans is, 7 years ago, the last NA major, Boston, where FaZe Pen in this very exciting match lost to Cloud9. Being back in North America now and having, not won a major since then, will you be satisfied with anything less than winning a major this time around? And would you be frustrated if this is perhaps the third final you've been to, or third, major where you're a favorite to not take it?
I would say it all depends. Not winning a major is definitely not gonna feel right. It's something that no matter how I feel in the team and how the team feels at this particular event, you always are aiming to lift a trophy. That this is what major is all about. You don't really care how ready you are or whatever. You just wanna go out there and give it your all, no matter how you feel on that day or throughout the whole event. So, but again, it all depends how we develop throughout the event. It depends who we lose to, when we lose to, and all of these things. I would definitely not be satisfied losing in stage 3 or even the quarterfinals and stuff like this. We wanna go for a deep run. If we could have done it for the past 3 or 4 events where we went deep into the semifinals and finals, I don't see a reason why we cannot do it here. And we just wanna make sure that if we go up against Fatality again, that we try to win versus them, and they are our biggest threat right now. And but again, I think it's a long way until we maybe play by that. Actually, we might play them in this first game in stage 3 if we go through. So yeah, we are here to win. We are here to win.
I think most people would be, kind of a bit let down if it was a best of one between Falcons and Vitality in stage 3, kind of a nothing burger of a match, right? Well, thank you so much for your time, and we'll let you guys get ready for stage 2 tomorrow. Thanks.